Scott, we've been checking out an anticipated title called Tchia. This is a unique game. Dude, right off the hop, the developers stated that this is inspired by New Caledonia. This is an island they were once inhabited and lived at, and then kind of graduated and moved on, but still wanted to, they felt inspired by their homeland, which I thought was fantastic. I thought that was a nice little touch right off the hop. But Tchia is on a journey of survival and to save her father, and that's as far as I'm gonna kind of go. But dude, it's got a unique art style. It's got it's such a mix mash of a lot of things. And I thought going in I knew exactly what I was getting into, and then as I played and wrapped the things up, dude, this is not what I thought. It's kind of like, wow, that took a turn, and then holy, that took a turn. There's just a lot of things going on here. But the art style I thought was really charming. I thought the game itself was actually really charming too. It has a cool aesthetic to it. It's very authentic, I thought. And I really did enjoy my time, but a part of it was just going, what just happened here? And what's like, I kind of, it's based off a lot of the folklore from that island and things of that nature. And dude, it's been an interesting journey to say the least. What are your thoughts on Tchia?
Oh, my first impression was, I think I have to go on vacation to New Caledonia now. Because this game is beautiful, first of all, as you said.
Yep.
But it really shows off this environment in really a beautiful way. And that's what I thought I was getting when I entered this game for the first time. And it turns out that it is more so about story beats. Or perhaps I should say, maybe it's 50-50. It's about exploration, checking out this island, and just having a really nice, chill, serene time. And the other part being these story beats that, like you said, kind of spiral out very quickly into a whole lot of a crazy situation. Something that I didn't see coming, but it will be there to grab you. There's a hook. If you're not just one of these people, like myself, that explore these islands to your heart's content. I feel a Ubisoft connection here. That was a joke I would make. But there's not that many collectibles. It's not littered throughout. You're given a lot of these simple fetch quest kind of objectives, but what that is really, it's just an excuse to get you around this island and check out what's going on. And there's different little bits of mementos here and there. There's different statues and pieces to see, topography on the island. There's spiritual things as you've gotten into. There's a little bit of a magical instrument thing happening on here, and one of powers that I wish I had in real life, the soul jump ability that's introduced very early on. You can jump into another animal or an inanimate object. I spent time being some driftwood.
I was a rock. Dude, I was a rock I don't know how many times. It's a funny mechanic to be a part of. I thought they used it really well, introduced it pretty quickly on to get you established in how to kind of go about using this ability. I found myself using it a lot, jumping around the island. It's kind of my main maneuver, right? Dude, find a bird. Yo, straight up. Just find a bird and fly. They do have fast travel in the game, and I like that ability because sometimes I just want to jump to the other side of the island. But in order to do that, you have to go to a traveling location, which is where your raft is located at, in order to get to that, right? But in order to get there, you have to unlock it first. I got no problem unlocking stuff, but you can't just pull up the map and instantly go, okay, I want to go over here. You have to go to a fast travel location, which is where your raft is, and then from there, teleport over. But dude, the water I was impressed by the water mechanic. I wasn't too sure going in how the water was going to look, and it was stunning. I found myself cool. At one point, you get a camera. I'm like, yeah, photo mode, here we go, right? I'm kind of snapping shots and things around like that. I'm having a good time. You get a slingshot early on, and I've never used it. I used it on your main island. Like, it was funny, you called it off camera, tutorial island. It's basically what it is, right? You shoot down a coconut, you grab the coconut, and then you move on. You just bounce. And I've never used it since. Like, never. I was just like, what was the point of this thing?
I hit a statue a few times, and some random people. Some people I squawked at as a bird. I tried to get up to mischief.
Yeah, I love how it's got the foreign language in it too, right? It's not just straight up English, so they do pay homage to their native land. I thought it was so charming. I think that's the biggest thing. The game has got personality and charm, and I adored it. Scott, one of the big focuses too is the musical heritage of the islands themselves and the way you go about playing your ukulele. It allows you to actually change time if you want to, or you get into certain scenarios and cutscenes that just go with the music, and all of a sudden now you're strumming to the music. You're trying to do your timing, right? Your quick time events, but you can also skip that too if you want to. So there is that ability, because sometimes, man, those beats are coming in pretty quick. And I was like, I think I'll just sit back and chill out and watch it. But I did like that it was affected in the music as well as in the game too. And I thought it was cool. Again, right? It's just one of those charm personality things that go along with the game. The enemies are unique with these ribbon-like characters, and you have to use your power, your soul power, right, to then throw fire objects at them to kind of burn them, and then unlock all kinds of cosmetics. Because I'm constantly changing out my stuff. It's just cosmetics, but it's something I always enjoy doing within the game. Dude, overall, I think I've had a great time. For the most part, there are some kind of funky areas with the rocks don't look the nicest, right? Some of the mountains when you're climbing up look like a blurry image and stuff like that. The characters themselves, I don't know what it is, but the nose on the characters just drives me nuts a little bit. It's just this funky little blob on their face, and it kind of bugs me. But either way, I thought the game itself was really cool. A lot of personality, a lot of charm, like I keep referencing to. For me, overall, I'm going to give this one a 7.5. Dude, I think it's a solid game. It's cool.
I'm there with you almost exactly, I think. A 7.5 for me as well. I love the different parts, the personality of the game. That's really the standout here. And the serene music going along with it. The only negative I have is having to unlock those songs with that rock piling minigame. Oh, it just doesn't work out very well. But this game has a lot there for the explorer, and that's where it caught me. 7.5.